Brenton just stole a kitten.
I didn't steal it, it's just 10 metres away.
And we came home, it's like all over the place, and so I need soothing music.
There's even a hole behind your head.
There's even a hole behind my head.
Yeah, there's been some serious work on the boat this week. Everything's in pieces again.
Yes, we are sailing again. Good. We're actually cruising down the Croatian coastline, passing all the islands that we've had a look at on the way up north, heading south. The longest sail we've done in a long time, and honestly, I don't know, got a bit stressed out before. We had some funny winds switching around. We were also started out trying with the new Schoemaker, didn't get any footage of that. Pulled that down, put the Jenica up, and then we're getting gusts up to 20 knots, but wild directional swings with short chop that you get in the Adriatic, and got a bit overwhelmed with all that. Plus the hydro generator had its first little, well, we got the noise which it makes when the batteries are full, which is fantastic for us, but it starts making a funny thudding now noise, and I had to quickly pull it out in the midst of all that. Of course, everything goes wrong at once.
This may possibly be our last Croatian sunset.
Oh yeah, true. Depends on how far across the border we get tomorrow. How quickly.
We are planning, well, we're on our way to Kapstadt now. We're under motor just to get there. Well, there's no wind at all, and we just need to get there. We're still going to get there after dark and anchor in the main bay. I was having dinner before we have to do that in about 7 miles. Back to dinner. We're already eating passage meals, canned veggies and rice. There's an epic moon rising over the mountain as we come towards Kapstadt. That glow on the hill is all natural.
Amazing.
So we're getting really good use out of the radar right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Coming into Kapstadt, we actually made the choice to continue and come into this anchorage in the dark, which is something we've actually never done before.
No, have not.
We've never made that active choice. Fortunately, we've been here before. And we know it's a pretty big bay with quite a few options for anchoring. But so far we've been pretty lucky that I had a massive full moon come up, which is literally lighting. The pathway in the water is exactly where we're having to head. You can see. So we are in Kapstadt again. We're just about to head over to the Adriatic coast of Italy. Brenton is just exiting the country, so clearing customs again. Yeah, the weather's not looking super perfect. It looks like we're going to be having a lot of time upwind. I'm just downloading the next predicted wind forecast. So we'll see how it goes. We're hoping to get to Brindisi, which is pretty much directly south from here. Yeah, there's a big system coming through over the next couple of days that we really don't want to be stuck here waiting for. So it's either now or it's in about a week's time, and unfortunately we really have to get west as soon as we can. I've got an appointment with a doctor in Menorca in a month, so we have to get there for that. Alright, we're out of here, leaving Croatia.
Out of here. Brenton's having his last burek.
I just got my last burek from Kapstadt.
He cried a little bit. Tears are leaking out of his eyes as he took his bite.
Just realised, well, yesterday I realised we never exited the EU properly. I don't know why. I think we were really tired. So...
Well, we were really tired, but we did ask We did ask
but
at the marina, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it."
So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Anyway, soon to come. Anyway, we're sailing upwind about 15, not even 12 to 15 knots. So it's a bit bumpy at the moment, but it's expected to die off as we get across the bay, across the Adriatic Sea.
Yeah.
Anyway. Good morning. It's been a pretty long night actually. The sun's just come up. I've taken over from Claire. She just did the last shift from 3 AM to 6 AM. It's about 6:30 now. She's just on the couch over here in the seat trying to have a bit of a kip, get a bit more rest. She didn't have a very good night. A bit seasick. But yeah, I don't think she got very much sleep. I don't get very much sleep either, to be honest. We've had a pretty bad wind change. Wind change to be basically dead on the nose, basically dead south. It's only just now started swinging around to the east, which is what we need really. So for I guess the last 6 hours of the night, from about midnight onwards, we were having to tack upwind in, I don't know, 16 to 20 knots. We just get killed, we just get destroyed having to tack upwind like that. The angles are terrible. Probably our maximum true wind angle, we probably can only really get to about 55. That's pushing it, so generally we're around 60. And one of the things that happened during the night, we had I was asleep. We had a blowout on the first reefing line on the slab at the rear of the boom. So I was up fixing that. But the rope that the guys, I replaced the first reefing line because the old one, the original one, had started to chafe. Just started. I went into, it was in Croatia, it was in a chandlery, and the guy was adamant that he was selling me the best rope for the job. But I don't think he knew what the job was properly. So anyway, I'll try and show you it's already chafing through again. You can see the sheet has pulled back already around that black ring. Things kind of got worse. We not only has the wind basically, Jesus Christ, just turned straight in our noses. It just really picked up. We've had gusts well in excess of 30 knots, up to 35 to 40. And the swell has just gone crazy, this real short, steep chop. Must be 2.5 meters, I guess. We've just managed to get the mainsail down. It was an absolute epic getting the mainie down. And we've got both engines on and we're just trying to power over to, we've only got about, we got about 6 or 7 miles.
6.95.
6.95 miles, Jesus. So we've just got to, it'll take us an hour or so, won't it, into this? Probably take us an hour and a half.
We're only doing like 4.5 knots.
Yeah. Get a bit of footage here. Oi!
It is stormy in Brindisi today. Don't really want to be out there, which is why we're still in here, waiting for the weather to clear up. What are you doing, Brenton?
Making lunch.
Making some lunch.
No, we'll be here today and tomorrow at least. Some fairly hectic weather coming in through
from the south, which is the direction we want to go. So we're holing up here for a couple of days.
Getting some stuff done while we're here.
Trying to get some stuff done, but this is Italy. So
Yeah, everything takes at least double the time in Italy for some reason. Yeah, meant to be 4 metre swell coming up and 40 knot winds apparently. So we'll just stay here and drink coffee and eat hot food. Holy shit! The wind is so bad, coming through so strong that we're twisting on our moorings. We are leaving Brindisi. We were here for a few days, waiting out the bad weather, but that has thankfully come through now, so we're heading off to Messina to pick up Kate. Messina!
it's a good spot to hold up for the weather.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot going on besides that, apart from it being really bad weather anyway. So it wasn't very inviting to go out into town and explore. So we've basically not seen much of Brindisi. We've come in here and sheltered from the weather and stayed around the boat pretty much in the marina. Unfortunately, the marina here is sort of away from the town. You can go on the town quay, which we found out later.
I don't know how good that would have been in the weather though.
In the weather it was not supposed to, it's not very sheltered, so.
Yeah.
But it would have been significantly better if you wanted to explore the town.
Okay, so we have got the mainsail up. We've only got about 7 knots of wind at the moment, so see how we go. Hopefully it picks up a little bit. Got the mainsail up, but as we've pulled it up, we've realised that a couple of the second and third reefing line are a bit tangled up because we had to change our first reefing line over in Brindisi, so that's a bit annoying. So Brenton is currently up there trying to untangle the, re-thread the reefing lines to untangle them. So it's all good?
It's all good now, I think so, it looks good. So we'll ease this sail and hopefully get the rest of the sails up now.
Sounds good. Toast. Tea. No sun yet. Still trying to come above the horizon.
We're about 20 miles out, 25 miles out from La Castella.
Yeah. On the bottom of the boot, at least we've got some wind this morning, which is good. We are finally sailing again.
Well, we are cruising along at 5.5, 6 knots, only about 9 to 10 knots of wind, so doing pretty good. Probably really shut the Schoemaker up, but it's too early, my brain's not working yet. Just had a coffee, some toast, sun's rising. So we haven't got the weather forecast this morning yet, but we'll do that next. Download the new predicament forecast and weather out. But it wasn't, we're lucky to have this wind. We motored for most of the night just because it was less than 2 knots. There was basically no wind. There was no wind at all last night, which was a shocker. So it was 1 motor on the whole night. But when there's no wind, no swell, we can put 1 motor on, 2,000 revs, we can sort of push on 6 knots, which is nice. So, but, you know, not really what we like doing. So anyway, as soon as the wind picked up, we got the sails cranking again, and now we're on our way. It's quicker than the motor anyway. So we've got to try and get to Messina for the right change in current tomorrow, which is the northbound current, which is between 9 and, well, the strongest part of the current is between 10 and 4, so but we've probably got an hour on each side where you got the slack, so the slack water we can use in our favour as well. So we've got a fairly good window tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Well, we've had a bit of a bad run with the wind direction mainly. Had a good start to the day, and then it died right off and we had to motor for a few hours, and then the wind came back around and straight on the nose again. So we did sail for a few hours. It was quite fast sailing, but the tacks, we're just struggling to get anywhere upwind, so we've been motoring. What the? And now there's an enormous pod of dolphins going crazy. Well, we are clearly out of the Adriatic because there is dolphins. And they are loving it. Look at them go! They're having a good jump. Some serious amount of dolphins right here. Oh, porpoises. They're pretty small, I guess. Doing some crazy acrobatics. Anyway, I'm going to watch them.
So we just reefed. How are you feeling?
I'm not sure yet because the speed's dropped considerably.
I know, but we're sailing upwind and we're both getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah. We're not getting a break with the weather. Constantly it's doing not what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah. We're learning to dislike intensely upwind sailing.
Specky morning. That's Mount Etna in the background behind me. You can actually smell the, I think that's what I can smell, smoke coming out of that today, which is blowing basically from there.
We are coming round the toe of the boot of Italy. It's the toe. Man, that boot has a really long sole, long bottom. It is way further than you think it is. But anyway, we're now coming around the toe. So we are heading into the Strait of Messina. Unfortunately, we're still bloody motoring. Good wind, like 13 to 20 knot winds, but unfortunately directly where we need to go. So directly on the nose, which is a bit shit. It's just been like that this whole trip. Every time we've had good wind, it's been on the nose. So I'm getting pretty sick of the motor noise. But I'm also pretty keen to get to Messina, where we'll be picking up Kate again. Some of you might remember Kate.
And then the ocean did a big wave.
still been travelling around, so we offered to have her on board to help us get to Menorca. So we're going through the Straits of Messina soon. Well, I say soon, in like an hour. We'll have to call the VTS and tell them that we're heading through. Yeah, Brenton's having a little nap. I'm going to make him some coffee in a minute for when he wakes up. Hopefully he's actually slept. He really struggles to sleep during the day, which is really hard when you're doing night shifts with just the two of you. I just got a radio call from sailing yacht Cabana, who are also Australians, and they just passed us on our starboard side and thought they'd reach out and say hi, because they're also sailing over to the Caribbean apparently this year, so that's really cool. That's something I really like about sailing, I think, is that you know, people aren't afraid to reach out and say hi, and yeah, it's really cool that someone will just do that, and we sort of shared our plans for getting over there. It sounds like they're doing a similar route to us, except not going through the Balearics. So yeah, we might even catch up with them. We're in the windiest mooring ever, and it's very difficult to get people on the boat.
Okay.
So Brenton's slacklining.
Go, you're on.
Kate is doing a G.I. Jane.
There she goes.
How did you do that? He's a monkey.
You in?
No, I'm stuck.
Good, yeah, well done. Well done.
And Kate's like, I'm never getting off the boat again.
You're back!
I'm so glad to be on a boat in my life. She's back.
No more shoes. So we have anchored, I'm tired. We've pulled up in Messina, we picked up Kate, ended up in the Marina del Natuna in Messina and Marina. Jesus. And we're on this outer pontoon. It was very tight, it was quite a hard mooring because it's very windy, so wouldn't recommend it for in any strong winds, particularly a north wind, which is what we've got today. It was hard to get on the dock, but we're in here and plenty well driving on, getting it all in. No idea what the cost is yet, that's what I've got to go find out. And I'll probably go try and find some fresh fruit and veg. I think we'll stay here tonight now, get some rest, and then head off in the when the currents turn again in the morning.
Brenton likes to squeeze the country.
It's Sicily. This is Italy.
On this boat?
I don't know, Kate. That was going to be the first question that I asked you. Yeah, so I'm just hanging on the boat and waiting for Brenton, and everyone's walking past looking at me because I'm talking to myself.
Come on, give us another back there. There you are. Look at this guy. He's either drunk or just having a great time. Or both. Or he never got taught how to properly do your dolphin jump.